Ephesians 6 says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, right?
Yeah.
And instead talk about principalities, rulers of the power of darkness and all that. And the teacher was unpacking it and saying, one of the ways principalities have sway of our people is they look at our desires. Okay, so a principality means one that comes first to create an atmosphere on a place. So we looked at government and we looked at the Girgashite. So the atmosphere the Girgashite spirit creates is for corruption.
Yeah.
Okay, we have looked at the Amorites and we have seen the Amorite spirit, the Beelzebub spirit comes to create lies. Okay, so these are principalities and they create atmospheres.
Yeah.
If you have not separated yourself, okay, and spent time learning the truth, you will go and fall prey. Okay, to the spirits. The other bit is, they said principalities and powers. He was unpacking it and says that powers come and have in Greek the word used there is exousia. It means and it comes and triggers your power of choice. So when you go to a government building or institution, or people who are trying to, like government issued an edict yesterday, 2 days ago, about old generation passports are going to be phased out. So you can imagine the spirit of the Girgashite spirit and the Beelzebub spirit working in cahoots in Nyayo House. What they are going to do, they'll be triggering your power of choice to bend the rules. And when you do and you pay the bribe, you're hard. And so they rain roughshod. But as one who is spending time tarrying in the place of the spirit, I have a friend who was negotiating a contract, and before they could sign for a role, the Holy Spirit was like, no, don't make it easy for them. There's more. And by divine insight, they were able to negotiate so much more. I'm talking millions here. So much more, but because they were separate. So there's, I was reading Proverbs 18:1 here in the King James Version. It says that through desire, man having separated himself, seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. So we are looking at us paying a price to seek wisdom, spiritual wisdom. So we are looking at the atmosphere and why are we going to look at the point Mary is talking about creating an atmosphere? There are times she's come to me with a conundrum. So she says, but this is what God has. I will not work with this person because of reason A, B, C, and D. And I'm like, look at God. And if she were to engage with them, the Holy Spirit said it was going to be a long and protracted and non-beneficial, and was going to deter her from some of the things God wanted her to do in that season. So we spend time, we unpack, we are giving you spiritual intelligence so that you know how to navigate your workplaces. There are times, night seasons. I have friends of mine in the marketplace. We have a fellowship, and we all noticed the last 3 months, God would wake us up between midnight to 3 a.m. And we started to talk amongst ourselves, what is it? We came to all realize God is separating us. And we found ourselves in varying circumstances at work, handling complex situations. Had we not been separate or tarrying, fasting, seeking God, we would have made a mess of the difficult situations that were coming. What are we saying? Every business environment, there are overarching spiritual covers, if I may say. We need spiritual insight. Isaac, again, it's there in the Bible, there was a drought, but Isaac was working a principle, a covenant of his father, and he harvested. Who harvests in a drought? What we're basically saying, their economies are subject to other realities in the realm of the spirit.